About 30 years ago, I was part of conducting a study for the Electric Power Research Institute, looking at how electricity appears at industrial sites. We were looking at if your site had like 480 volts, did it ever change? Did it go up to 500? Did it go down to 240? Were there any things that we should be concerned about? Because customers were starting to talk about equipment tripping, equipment dropping offline, and the obvious question was why? Voltage drops were occurring that were creating magnetic contactors on motor-driven systems to be interrupted. The major problem was voltage drops. There were other problems like voltage interruptions, losing power for a fraction of a second or for a couple of seconds, and then quantifying what you can do to keep an industrial facility operating when these events occur. I deduced that the most significant problem shown by all of this data that we took were momentary voltage drops of about 50 to 75%, not down to zero. And I played with the possible cost-effective, innovative solution to solve that problem, not for tens of thousands of dollars, but for hundreds of dollars. And they were very successful, and now in the past 20 years, we've sold about 30,000 to more than that. After a while, our business started to grow to where we were selling hundreds of Coil-Locks per month, and the mom and pop place couldn't handle them quick enough. So we formed a strategic alliance with a company in Charlotte, North Carolina called American Circuits Incorporated that had this crazy robotic production lines where you just dump the parts into a bin and a robotic arm came out and put these resistors capacitors on a circuit board. The neat thing about that, the robotic system did it perfectly every time. So our yields were very high, close to 99.5%, meaning of every 100 pieces we put through the system, they're virtually all perfect as far as having the components in the right position, the right connections. The numbers are staggering. If you're having 10 segs a month, all of a sudden you've paid a few $100s for this Coil-Lock to install it, and you're saving millions of dollars. Almost all industries experience this problem. With the use of Coil-Locks on the magnetic contactors of their motor-driven systems, improve productivity, improve production, and get more value for the products they produce. Some facilities lose maybe a day a week of production time because they are nagged with these voltage drops. If any Coil-Lock should not do what we claim it to do for you, lifetime guarantee. No cost, we would just replace whatever it is that we sold to you. In 30,000 units sold since we were in business, I think 50 have come back. 49 of them have been miswired in the application. We don't nag on that. We don't say, well, you miswired it, so we have to charge you. We just give you a new Coil-Lock, and as long as I'm alive, you get free replacements. I understand from looking at the market that there are billions of applications for this. I would love major industries that produce the magnetic contactors for the motors to integrate Coil-Lock technology into those contactors so that instead of dropping out when the voltage dips or drops 10 or 15%, that the voltage can drop 75%, almost down to nothing, and still keep the process engaged. The greatest feedback is customers, clients coming back for 10s, 20s to add to the hundreds that they purchased previously. So it says to me that the Coil-Lock is a very reliable product and provides the benefits that we claim to give it.